And we're back. This time we're in Open Ultra League and we're going to be using Giratina. Now the Giratina's got Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, no second charge move. It's going to be run with Machamp, with the typical moveset of Counter, Cross Chop, and Rock Slide. And in the back, something we haven't seen before, but has a lot of play, and with XL Candy could even get better. Thorn. Now the moveset's a little bit unique too. Bullet Seed, Standard, Power Whip, Standard, but going to be running with Mirror Shot. So thanks to Theta for submitting these. Let's see how you go with the team. Alright, first match, pretty good lead here. Got to watch out for the Earthquake, but Giratina is... oh, and they've swapped into their own Giratina here, and it looks like it's got Dragon Breath, so my guess is he'll throw the Shadow Ball here and dip. Building up a bit more energy, actually still holding on to the battle here, so probably looking to get to the second Shadow Ball, but I probably would dip there, particularly considering this Giratina's running Dragon Breath. Giratina Origin's worth holding on to, particularly in the back end when shields are down. But nevertheless, he's got both shields down on the other end here, but now that we're going into Ferrothorn, it will resist the Dragon Claws and Dragon Breath, but unfortunately, it can't hit back that hard, particularly... Oh, and they've swapped out into Swampert here. I'm not really sure why they've done that. This Swampert's going to take a Power Whip to the face, and it's got no choice but to let it get through to the Keeper here. So that's going to go through, and we're going to see Swampert in another day. So the Giratina is going to come back in. Now, this is the issue, perhaps with this moveset, and maybe Flash Cannon is probably, even though it does cost a bit more since it got nerfed, because Reggie still uses it, but still, a Flash Cannon here would take off significantly more. We're sort of chipping away here, but it's not really doing significant damage, so that's probably the first thing I'd look at. Mirror Shot's not a very good move. It's kind of like a bait move. Works better in Master League with people using Magnezone, but here it doesn't really serve too much of a purpose. I probably wouldn't recommend running it. Anyway, he's getting a few through and eventually gets the attack fall, but you know, too little too late really. They're kind of taking each other out slowly here. But anyway, he's managed to get rid of that one. Now, Snorlax in the back. He's let it get a bit of energy, but should still be fine here, depending on the moveset it runs. But it should be throwing body slams. It does have a little bit of a lick lead, but Machamp still has a shield. This probably just be a body slam, but he's built up a lot of energy. Oh, it's an Earthquake. Well, he can just counter down now. He doesn't even need to throw a move here. Decides to throw the Cross Chop. Fair enough. A nice tidy win. And let's see how we go in the next game. Okay, Kokorov 7. It's a battle of the Gyarados hats here. A really great lead again here. Venusaur can't really do a lot of damage to a Giratina. Dragon typing means it resists Frenzy Plant, and this Shadow Ball will do plenty of damage. Won't quite KO, but about sort of 70% damage. But he's opted to shield that. I guess that's where having the bait move on the Giratina might be super handy. You get the chance of the boost, and you know, in that situation, he's decided to stay in. Oh, he's switched on the move here. Probably going to shield anyway, I would have thought. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a Melmetal here, and we've got the perfect answer for that. So, first move coming through. Probably a Rock Slide, which is resisted. I probably wouldn't have necessarily shielded there. But anyway, probably could have countered all the way down too. But he's going to throw here to stop another move coming through, and they've let that go. Oh, they've got a Togekiss here. Well, he's got to get to the Rock Slide here to at least put some pressure on. He's going to be able to do that. And the Ferrothorn is an absolute hard wall to Togekiss. And in this case, the Mirror Shot's handy because he was going to get to the move quickly. He can throw the Mirror Shot before the Togekiss gets to Flamethrower, and he only needs a little bit of chip damage, and they actually shield, so that's even better. But I guess conversely, a Flash Cannon here coming through on the Venusaur would be super handy. He's going to have to chip this down with Mirror Shots. He's probably going to take 3 Mirror Shots here, we'll see. Yeah, he's going to need at least 3 Mirror Shots. He swaps out into the Giratina. Frenzy Plant coming through here. Should probably let this go. And then he's got some energy on the Thorn. Can just throw a Mirror Shot here. He's still got his shield to shield whatever the Togekiss throws. And a Mirror Shot will take care of the game here. So in comes the Togekiss. I'm not sure it had enough energy for Flamethrower, but regardless, they're going to throw the Ancient Power. They need the boost, and even then it's not going to be enough for them. The Mirror Shot goes through here and another win. So yeah, there's definitely an argument to be made for Mirror Shot, but so far I still think that Flash Cannon would be the better move. Landed an absolutely terrible lead here. The normal Dark typing on Obstagoon, I think it triple resists Ghost, so not amazing, but he's done a little bit of a snipe there and got a bit of energy off on the Obstagoon counter-wise, but gee, they've then gone into Mewtwo, and it's looking like hard counter city at the moment. That Mewtwo gets to its moves so quickly. Psy Strike will KO Machamp too. He has to shield everything here. And unfortunately, it actually outpaces the Machamp as well. It's already at its second move. He's going to commit another shield here. And he's going to try and get off the bait move. I don't think they'll shield this, and they don't. So they'll be able to get to the move here. Oh, he's got to his cross chop. They might even be able to Psycho Cut down, so they might shield now. No, they decide to let it go. And that's fair enough. Oh, Lugia. This is just a crazy team. Well, he's going to have to be throwing Mirror Shots here. And once again, this is probably an argument for Flash Cannon. Shields are down. These mirror... Oh, you've got the attack drop. So he's decided to swap out here. And unfortunately, Obstagoon does counter this backline very well. Power Whip going through now. Look, this will do significant damage. But he's got a lot of energy on that Obstagoon. And as you can see there, it sort of only does about a third. So he'll throw here. Perfect timing on the throw. Let's see if he's got cross chop. And he does. Or just gets to his move there. But he's throwing the Mirror Shot here. Not going to do a lot of damage, or not enough. Oh, but he did get the attack drop again. So he's having a bit of luck with that Mirror Shot. I think it is a 50% chance, but in any case, this Lugia is actually going to go to town. He does have a shield, so he'll probably shield this, farm the Machamp down. Oh no, he's not even going to shield. That's how bulky Lugia is. Now, this thing's got a lot of energy. Let's see what an Aeroblast does to a Giratina without a shield. Aeroblast, jeez. That's almost one hit KO'd. Gets the Shadow Ball here, which he'll shield, and I imagine Sky Attack from this range will probably do the business. And it's coming through now, and that'll KO. Super spicy team there. Pretty hard countered, unfortunately, Theta. And yeah, Flash Cannon might have helped a little bit, but yeah, just hard countered all the way through there. Not much he could do. Now he's picked up a pretty reasonable lead here. Obviously, the Ghost type moves on Cresselia are super effective. Best part about this too is his this Shadow Ball almost KO. Well, 3/4 done. He could look to farm down here. He will have to shield here. This is likely to be a Moonblast. And let's see. Oh, it's Future Sight. Well, I'm not sure what the opposition's doing there. Perhaps they're running Grass Knot. Anyway, quick switch there, and this... Oh, it looks like the Lapras is running Frost Breath too. Not the ideal move. Ice Shard's what you want there. And yeah, the Ferrothorn's going to outpace it. It doesn't even have to worry about any of the moves. So Theta's gone from getting hard counter to doing the same bizzo to someone else here. Going for the Mirror Shot here, recognising perhaps that the opponent will shield. And yeah, good job by Theta there. The psychology's right on point. So in this case, the bait moves work really well. Not sure why they would have shielded there. This Lapras just isn't going to do them any good. But they wait out the timer, and we've got a Blissey in the back here. Yeah, so Pound is an absolutely terrible move, and we were talking about hard countering him. And yeah, the Algo's gone from treating him poorly to treating him well here. Chansey will probably get to one move. It can run Psychic, so he probably should shield just in case, but then he can counter this all the way down. Pound doesn't get to its energy. He throws straight away just to be sure, which is fair enough. That goes through. In comes the Cresselia here, which incidentally looks like it's running Confusion. So even more of an advantageous matchup for the Giratina. Machamp ends up getting through and should get to the cross drop here. And it's pretty much game over. That Lapras hasn't got a chance. And look, he did have hard counter his opposition, but you still got to get the business done, and he did well. Okay, moving into the next game. Another Gyarados hat battle here. Okay, he's landed a shocking lead. Let's see how he plays his way out of the Articuno matchup. I guess you could straight swap, but it looks like he might be trying to catch the move here, and he does. Yeah, well played. And catching it on the Ferrothorn's really good. It does neutral damage. The attack's fallen there, which is a bit of a pain. But in comes a Cresselia, and Cresselia's moves are ineffective. So the switch-in isn't amazing. He has been debuffed, and the Cresselia will probably still win out this match, but it's going to be a long match. And look, if you throw some of these mirror shots, he can probably last a fair bit longer. It's going to be a bit of a snooze fest, but in this case, if he gets a couple of debuffs on that Cresselia, he might even be able to win the matchup. I'm not really sure. There's one. If he gets another one here, no, he's going the Power Whip now just for a bit of extra damage, which is fair enough. But yeah, it's a battle of the debuffs here, and look, I'm not quite asleep yet, but if I nod off, if someone could just like and perhaps subscribe, I might wake up. Anyway, we're going to keep going here. He's going to throw another Power Whip. The switch timer is up. He might consider... once again, he's drawn a shield, so that's really, really good. They obviously want to win, and look, he's committing a shield here too. It does outpace the Cresselia to the move, so, you know, perhaps he will... yeah, he should be able to get... he might even be able to debuff it again here. Oh, he's got 2 shields, that's incredible, and now he can just throw this. Is he going to win this matchup? He could actually commit a shield himself here. Another attack drop. Look, I don't think it's worth shielding. I think he's better off coming in with the Giratina and just farming the rest of the way down. Even an Articuno can't really take a Shadow Ball to the face, so with shields down, Giratina becomes the hunter in this little battle. And yeah, look, he's maxed out at 100 energy here, so he could Shadow Ball and bail, but he doesn't. He does have the shield though, so he's going to try and get rid of this Articuno, and it's probably not a bad idea. His backline doesn't really go well with it, so he's going to throw here. What's he going to do? What have they got in the back? Okay, he's going to stay in. Look, I probably would... depends if you want to get rid of the debuff. I mean, this is a Shadow Swampert. It can't really do much to the Giratina. He's going to throw. He may have been better going straight into his Machamp to clear the debuff. Because if that Shadow Ball hadn't been nerfed, would have one hit KO'd there, but not going to matter. The Machamp comes in, gets it done, so another nice win by Theta there. Alright, into the next game here, and he's picked up a nice lead again. I think we've already had this, haven't we? But yeah, Frenzy Plant's resisted, and Sludge Bomb's no good either, so he can pretty much just go hell for leather here and not shield. If the Venusaur does decide to stay in, he can just get both shields. Looks like that's probably what he's going to do. They're building up to another move here. They're not swapping out, so just see what happens. Frenzy Plant goes through. Oh, and they brought in the Giratina. I think it's a Giratina, so yeah, this is doing massive damage. And they've decided not to shield, so he needs to get out of there as quickly as he can, and he does. Yeah, that Giratina doesn't have a lot of health left, but it might come in handy at the end, maybe with a sack swap or something. But he's gone into this matchup here. Just wondering whether he should have swapped out as soon as the opponent did there and not thrown his Shadow Ball, because in endgame, a Shadow Ball with shields down is far more effective. So he could have just gone into this match here and just thrown his mirror shots and saved that Shadow Ball for later on. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Another occasion where Flash Cannon would be better. It's definitely a much better matchup for Ferrothorn. It's resisting all the moves, but it can't really hurt the Giratina back and put shield pressure on because it just doesn't have a move that hits hard enough. Obviously, Power Whip's resisted, and the mirror shots just don't do anything. I mean, he can debuff this all he wants, but as you can see, it barely does any damage. So he's going to go again. Attack does drop, so he's definitely dropped it a few times. But the Giratina seems pretty keen on a farm down here, and it looks like it's going to do it. So this, even though it's been debuffed a few times, oh, he's brought the Giratina in. Oh, and he's shielded. Yeah, that's probably a waste of a shield there. This thing's got back-to-back just about. And there it goes, yeah. So he's wasted a shield there. Probably should have kept that for the Machamp. Unfortunately, yeah, the Giratina's got a fair bit of energy. These are nerfed. I think he got at least one attack drop, so isn't going to hurt as much as it normally would. And it looks like he's going to go for the counter down here. Not looking too good. I'm not sure what they'll have in the back here. He will have energy for it, but I mean, if it's... Yeah, look, he's got enough here for a move, but... Yeah, he's going to throw the Rock Slide here. He should be able to get rid of this. He's going to have to throw the Cross Drop pretty quickly, though. And we'll just have to see what they've got in the back here. But unfortunately, the game's over. I can't see the Machamp beaten that. All done. Done and dusted. The timer's actually about to go too. Those mirror shots certainly soak up the clock, but unfortunately, this Swampet's going to get to a move about now. And that's it. So, yeah, once again, that Giratina matchup really turned things. And perhaps keeping that Shadow Ball for the back end might have ended up being handy. Anyway, into the next game. Live and learn. Shadow Articuno. Couldn't ask for a worse matchup here, if we're being honest. What's he going to do here? Well, he's changed up his method. He tried to catch the Icy Wind on the Machamp. I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that. I think I preferred his previous play, but there might be a reason he might have been getting hard countered. So he's decided to try it the other way just to see if that works better. He still draws the shield there, which is terrific. They've gone into a Shadow Machamp, so they've got a double Shadow team at least. Could even be triple. But this actually works out pretty well for Theta here because if he's willing to commit a shield, he can probably just about KO this Machamp. So he's just with the energy advantage. So he shields here, he can then throw the move here, and let's see what happens. Because, yeah, this will go close to KOing a Shadow Machamp. Or at least the counters afterwards might. Oh, no, they're throwing the move, so that's even better. This is going to leave it a tiny bit of health. Allows Giratina to come in and farm, which he's been doing really well in these games. See what happens. Oh, they've got a Snorlax. He's got to get out of there. Shadow Snorlax. So it's a triple Shadow team. Kudos to the opposition there. You know what? I think the Ferrothorn might be able to... win this one. Flash Cannon there would have been a one-hit KO, but I'll have to stop harping on about that. He's still going to get the job done here. Power Whip on a Shadow Snorlax. Still going to hurt. So, and he's got double Shadow Ball on the Giratina. So all he needs to do here is get at least one Power Whip through, and he should be able to do that no problem. The opponent's only going to be throwing Body Slams. He can't afford to throw its other move just yet, particularly if it's a Superpower and a debuff move. So... They have built up a lot of energy here, so... But if this is a Body Slam, it's not going to KO. Outrage, okay. Well, that's pretty much made them energy dry here, and he can go almost back-to-back Shadow Balls here. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that's about half. And this one will KO, so... Good energy management there, and Ferrothorn actually came in super clutch there in that game, so I'm liking that spice. Overall, the team is pretty good. Does struggle perhaps with Obstagoon up front, and perhaps need to get that second move on the Giratina, and consider Flash Cannon on the Ferrothorn. Thanks for watching.